PSLE Math 2020 ring question answered. Hi everyone, in this practical math video, we are going to look at an adapted PSLE Math 2020 ring question that may be difficult to solve for some primary 6 children. Let's read this question together, alright? We have 4 similar golden rings that overlap each other. And you can see how these 4 rings interlock in the given diagram. We are given that each ring has a diameter of 9 cm and a thickness of 1 cm. And what this means is that if we were to measure the length of this ring from one end to the other end, its length is going to be 9 cm long, and the gold part of the ring is going to be 1 cm all around. Following so far? Now let's see what we need to solve. Can you find the length of the 4 overlapping rings? Take a minute or two to think about this question before you continue watching, okay? To find the length of the 4 overlapping rings, let's first take a look at the length of one ring and see how having an overlap might affect the length of each ring, alright? Now what do we know about the length of one ring? Well, we know that one ring has a diameter of 9 cm, and this means that when we measure the first ring from this end to this end, it's going to be 9 cm, correct? Now let's see what happens when we have another ring. When we add another ring to this ring, we know that the length of the second ring is still going to be 9 cm. Agree? But what's the additional length that this adds to the first ring? We know that the first ring is 1 cm thick all around, so this makes this length over here 1 cm, and the same goes for the second ring, correct? So that makes the total length of this overlap 1 plus 1, 2 cm. Now since this length has already been counted when we look at the length of the first ring, do you know what's the extra length that we're adding to the first ring when we add this second ring? It's going to be 9 cm minus this part of 2 cm, which gives us 7 cm. Following so far? Now that we know that, we can tell that every time when we add one more ring to what we have, we are going to increase the length of the ring by 7 cm, correct? And since we have another 2 more rings, we should be able to tell that we are going to add another 7 cm to the length when we add the third ring, and another 7 cm when we add the fourth ring. I hope that wasn't too difficult for you. Now after we know this, it should be quite easy to solve for the length of the 4 rings. Do you know how to do that? If you say add 9 cm to 7 cm to 7 cm to 7 cm, or 9 cm plus 3 times 7 cm, you're right. When we add all this length, we'll get an answer of 30 cm. And looks like we have solved the first part of the problem. Now here comes the second part. If the length of the rings is 198 cm from one end to the other, how many rings are there? Let's make use of what we know earlier on to solve this. We know that the length of the first ring is always 9 cm, correct? And how long does each additional ring add to what we have? If you said 7 cm, great job at remembering that. Now, to find the number of rings that Sally used, we are going to subtract the length of the first ring from 198 cm because it's the odd one out. The rest of the rings is going to add 7 cm. Remember, 198 cm minus 9 cm equals to 189 cm. To find the number of additional rings that Sally added to the first ring, we are going to divide this 189 cm by 7 cm, alright? And this is going to give us 27. But is this our answer? Of course not. Don't forget to add back the first ring that's 9 cm, okay? When we add the first ring to these 27 rings, 27 plus 1 gives us a total of 28 rings. And that's the answer to this ring question. Problem solved. Now that you have learned how to solve this PSLE 2020 ring question, don't forget to log on to Practical to try the other math questions on Lengths too. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!